Hello people of the internet, it's your boy, Skinny Penis. Another video, another one. And now we're going into the premium ships that you should buy. Obviously we start off with Mr. Cossack, because it's like the most straightforward premium ship in World of Warships that like you can still buy, and it's pretty cheap too. Like now with the, I think there's currently the Nottingham event, so you can get it a bit cheaper there. Also, I think in the past, I remember it was given out essentially for free at one point. And yeah, I was going through the premium shop with doubloons, or like the doubloon shop. And I was actually quite amused as to how little premium ships there are left that are actually worth buying. Worth buying in the sense that if I had an account, and I was looking for some premium ships that are actually worth it. There's about like, I don't know, 10, and half of that is tier 8 destroyers. There's barely anything left because they have removed every single strong or viable ship on tier 10. Not tier 10, tier 9 into the, or tier 8 even, into the rare ship pools. You can only get them on Black Friday. You can only get them on Christmas. I mean, the ones that you can get on Black Friday are a bit better because you can just buy them for the balloon straight up. Something like an Alaska, I think, Lombard. You can get them on Black Friday without gambling, supposedly. I don't know if it changes, but yeah. Cossack for sure is like probably by far the strongest premium ship in terms of game impact that you can still buy. It is beyond me how these DDs make it to live and also stay in the pool. I mean, with Smaland it took them a while to take it out, and it's like the only DD they have really removed, because it's actually like just too busted. But you can still get shit like Ragnar, Sherman, and now Gdansk, lots of other DDs on tier 8 like Kid, Orkan, Terrible. Lots of great crazy DDs are still open for the grabs. And yeah, that mainly comes from the reason that like destroyers are harder to play, obviously, so people perform pretty poorly in them. And I mean, that's a very high payoff for someone who's trying to understand the game more, trying to get it down right with the destroyers, that if you get it right, you're blessed with broken ships that wargaming essentially has to make intentionally a bit more busted because people are too stupid to like play with them properly. So yeah, now for the Cossack. Why is it actually so fucking nuts? Well, I mean, the thing with Cossack is it has 5/5 conceal. This is the most nimble destroyer on tier 8 really. And the gun power is just disgusting. Like your alpha strike is like something like 4.5k with one volley, which is already really good. But coupled with the concealment, the maneuverability, and the box of gimmicks you have with a speed boost actually, which is rare for British destroyers, speed boost, and the short burst smoke, which is obviously the best one. You actually become some sort of perma-farming demon. And as you can see here, the most like the most retarded thing about Cossack really is the fire chance. Like you have your torps that are like kind of decent to use, right? You can make use of them. They reload fast and they have more range, which is actually like the bigger point. Like they have 10 km range. Lightning torp. Okay, he detonated. GG's. Lightning torps only get what is it, 8 km range, which essentially means you have to go pretty fucking close to enemies and you have to go pretty deep into radars most of the times to get your torps off. Even though Cossack only has 4, which reload faster obviously, but it only has 4. You can see the fire chance is fucking disgusting. It has 4, but they reload fast and they have 10 km, so you can snail or torp from a distance, and one torpid is enough for this thing to quickly smoke up and set a fire or double fire with ease. Even on tier 10 BBs, which is like the reason why it's so strong. The concealment, the maneuverability, and the fact that you have such great fire chance allows you to fuck with tier 10 battleships quite handsomely, or tier 9 even. So it's one of those ships, that's why I say worthwhile buying. Like tier 8 premiums are a bit of a problem, I guess, to buy these days, because you always get up tiered. But shit like Cossack doesn't really care if it's up tiered. That's the funny part. Like, a Cossack is always viable, even in high tiers. Like, the only thing that can really fuck you up is like broken tier 10 DDs or with radar, coupled with radar cruisers. So your concealment is completely unusable. Then you have to make use of terrain or something. But as you can see here, like, they're just pushing in, and it's like lots of people don't realize how fast a Cossack can actually farm shit down. You can see we were already on 40k. The Zeton didn't have fire prevention either. I mean, he detonated, but we would have farmed him too. And I can just spam my smokes out, get superstructure hits. I mean, obviously the guy's already on fire. But I can just farm the man down for free with fires. And there you go. He's dead. And next could be the Alaska. It's a bit hard to get used to the gun arcs. As you can see here, the guns are not like the easiest to use in terms of long range stuff, but in general the farming capabilities of this ship are just disgusting. We are going to turn the turrets, and then we're going to engage the Yin Yang. The thing is also, there's only like a Kagero on this tier and a Yugumo on tier 9 that can really outspot you, or an Asashio, and they don't even outspot you by like a lot. They just outspot you by like 100 meters, and that's easy to cover, especially since you're more nimble than them. And the rest of the DDs you just outspot for free, and you always have your get out of jail free card with this one. So in general, like, the combination of this, like, let's say fast rotating, always stealthy, but also great at farming destroyer, allows you to essentially always play for objective, and if objective is gained or you can't play for the objective, like here, because they're like rushing it into your mouth and just putting their meat or their body on the table, you can easily just farm what's around you first and then proceed to... Oh, hello there. Oh, you're fucked. And now we drop our depth charges. I think the depth charges should be pretty busted since it's a British ship. Yeah, I think I get the submarine here. Ooh. I can hijack the smoke for a second. Ah, there you go. Submarine is also fucked. Now I can sit in the smoke and cap. And there you go, instant fire again. Like, that's just the thing with Cossack, and it doesn't show really in the stats of the ship, or, I mean, your reload looks pretty okay, but you're like, shit arcs on the guns, decently long reload, but it's the fire chance that really makes the thing go fucking poof or boom. Like, it completely evaporates battleships. You have 10% fire chance. The insta-fires this game are not like some random luck or RNG that I had. Nah, this shit's like for real. Like, the thing is just disgusting. Also, the speed boost helps you to just dodge. I mean, you for some reason get 18,000 HP with Survivability Expert, which is quite a lot for such a destroyer that is already so survivable. The funny part is, though, because of the speed boost and the overall maneuverability of the ship, you don't even need to sit in a smoke necessarily. Lots of games you can just open water farm and just tank or dodge for a very long time. The ship is also very low in the water. Insta-fire again, by the way. I don't know if, like, I mean, every single time I play Cossack, I literally insta-fire people 24/7. Like, there's only insta-firing people. I don't know what it is, but fire chance on this thing doesn't seem to be properly balanced. Obviously, it becomes a bit harder on tier 10 BBs because they have a better fire for provision. There you go, insta-fire again. Surely there's a bit of RNG here involved, but not a lot. Like, that thing actually does have this kind of fire chance, and even though the game is over in about 9 minutes, we're looking at 3 kills and over 100k because I just can burn battleships 24/7 in an instant. It's quite the remarkable gameplay, I'd say. So this was a quick one, as you can see. 112k, 4 kills, first of the scoreboard. I really enjoy this ship. Actually, I just don't play it a lot anymore because it's tier 8. Let's go into equipment. It's always the same. You can't play prop, so you go rudder. You can get... I'm not gonna play now. You can play hydro mod, but I'm so, like, the ship is so strong, and I didn't bother even buying the hydro mod for Cossack and Cossack Black. Most likely because I use a 21 pointer that has superintendent, which means you have 4 hydros. But if you go hydro mod and hydro flag, I mean, I can put on the hydro flag at least. But if you go hydro mod and hydro flag, you get like some sort of 4 or 5 minute hydro. It's absolutely stupid. You can't even run through all of them with superintendent. Other than this, I just use some sort of daring spec. Like, you can run fearless brawl. You can even run RPF if you want to be more safe. Doesn't really make sense to me in randoms because 5-5 conceal with that, as I said, with that maneuverability and the fast smoke. You get 7 smokes through superintendent. You can just disengage whenever you want and you outspot like everything. And it's really hard to kill you even if you're caught, because you can just like run away, angle out, and turn left, right, and you're too maneuverable and also low in the water. Like, it's a very small hull if you think about it. Maybe it doesn't come across in port like this, but this shit's like super small. Yeah, so this is like just some daring spec because most of the time you're shooting from smoke anyway, and I get 1% more fire with the extra portion of fucking cringe. But yeah, I mean, the ship costs less than 10,000 doubloons. Like, battleships and carriers are all like 12, 13,000 doubloons on tier 8, and the DDs are all like cheap as fuck. I mean, it really goes to show that people are not really interested in that destroyers, and they can't really play destroyers. Like, they're a bit too stupid for that. So, I'd say going for like Kid, Cossack, Cerebral and stuff, and actually getting it down right is really, really rewarding because you actually get something for your money if you understand the ship. They're completely player based. Like, if you fuck up in a Cossack or if you can't perform in a Cossack, it's you. And you can change that. But if you play some sort of weird, useless tier 8 premium, like, I don't know, the Tiger 59 or Fen Yang, like, the ships themselves are shit. It doesn't matter like how good you play or how well you understand what your mistakes are, when the ship itself has like horrible demented limits because it just can't do anything. Like a Tiger 59, like, what do you do? It's just shit. In any case, also the fact that tier 8, I mean, you still can go for tier 8 tech tree destroyers. Like, that's the thing. Like, why would you necessarily go for a Fen Yang when you have an Akizuki? That's just straight up better. I gotta remember that there's always tech tree ships that are performing sometimes better than the premiums, which just makes it even worse to go out and buy those. Honestly, some premium ships are just so shit. I would never spend money on those. It just doesn't make sense. And since they removed all the strong, like, I mean, like 3 years ago, you would have said like buy a Massachusetts, buy a Georgia, buy a Jean Bart. Was there anything else on tier? Yeah, in Alaska, like buy those 4, and you have like all the good premiums. These days, all of those 4 are removed, so you have to wait for like Black Friday for 2 of them. And yeah, I mean, obviously the Georgia maybe comes back, maybe not. I would wish, or I would hope for it to never return, honestly, because it's a fucking broken piece of junk. So it's not very fun to play cruiser versus that thing. Destroyer-wise, we just outspot the tier 8, tier 7 DD. And this is super unfair, by the way. I mean, I outspot him by like nearly a kilometer. And I'm way, way, way more nimble than him. So I could just like pump some damage into him, get him out of cap. And start farming the Bismarck, I guess. And I would just pop the Hydro, so this is the next thing. Like, you're always safe against torpedoes. Just sitting here with my Hydro, he's not going to be able to torp me. It's not a thing. Eating a torpedo in Cossack is really unfortunate, or you're just like really stupid. Because even if you don't have Hydro on, the ship is just weirdly nimble. So no real reason to ever eat a torp on purpose. Gotta kill this guy, not that he gets to run at me. weird reasons. Okay, he's in the cap now, whatever. Here. Gotta be careful, my teammate or teammates behind me are not really close to me, neither are they assisting or helping, so gotta kite these people out first, and then I can go in. I'm gonna torp this mark again. I'm hoping for a torpedo hit, obviously. As I said, the torps are pretty spammable, you only have 1 minute cooldown on those. You kind of spam the torps until you get a torpedo hit. Interestingly enough, like tier 8, 7 gameplay is not that maneuverable as tier 10. People don't kite as much. There are like lots of, for example, Massachusetts or Lennons just going nose in. And that allows you to, unironically, just... be nice if my fucking Amagi would shoot that guy. That allows you to snail a lot of people too. And the torps do have a lot of alpha, by the way. I'm just saying, the torpedo alpha on those is like 16,000 or something. So getting a 4 out of 4 snail on some battleship on tier 8, yeah, it kind of fucks this game immediately. Gotta be careful, by the way. There's a no, not bagration, a constellation or whatever. That thing has a radar. Can't really run at it, or have to be careful that he doesn't have him hitting his turrets. Here you go. This guy is removed. I mean, this guy just inted in. And now we can hopefully see the stupidity of the fire chance again on this Bismarck. Because like 3-4 salvos, you should definitely eat one. Oh, maybe this time we're not as lucky. Oh, we have this guy back. I'm gonna kill him now and just trade some HP to get him out of the game. Oh, there you go. This thing is super fast, by the way, the Constellation. And he has a radar, obviously. As you can see, you can just slow down. Battleships are not a threat. You can actually open water battleships like fairly easily, handsomely. I mean, you gotta aim outside of the fucking map to hit him, but... maybe I should wait for my speed boost to come up again. Who could maybe help. I'm not getting a fire here. I'm turning my turrets to the Hawk who's now running it. This is gonna take a while, obviously, to farm battleships down. 3 of them with main guns, even if my fire chance is correct. Especially if they randomly have fire prevention. Did the guy just DCP? Yeah, but why? We're going back in. By the way, with Cunningham to kill proc, you have so many consumables, you can just shit them out. Like, there's literally no reason to not use a consumable. Well, this game we're a bit unlucky, actually, with the fires. This is weird. But it should come again. I'm gonna smoke up now. I don't really want to eat 4 or 5k for free. Constellation shot again. I slowed down. Should fucking dodge it. Yeah, again. Like, this ship is super nimble. Ah, nah, he now... Ah, wait, huh? Thought he DCP'd already. Doesn't matter though, he has no fire prevention. My smoke is up for 28 seconds, so I think I will get some permas before the smoke is out. I gotta get him obviously out of my face so I can get into the cab. That's very important. We're already on 60k again. As you can see, the ship do be very stupid. Especially against equal tier or below. Ah, there you go, double fire. That's how easily you can burn battleships. Kick. I mean, if he runs fire prevention, he's definitely well better equipped against a Cossack, because my main damage is fires. That's just the obvious. Torping the black. Going back towards the cap, or the Lyon. And, or Bismarck, whatever is coming next, I'll just farm it. This guy just has to die. He's a bit too close for my comfort. But he should burn out to my 2 fires for free, so shouldn't be a problem. And maybe I stay dark for a while, thinking about it. Because like my torpedo reload is pretty fast, as said. It's 4, and these people have no clue I'm here, so... yeah. Maybe I can get a nice little torpedo angle on one of those. This guy I think is probably just straight up running at the Vladivostok, maybe. Constellation is gone, which is good. Like... He's turning back, but I need to get rid of this guy first. Is he going dark? No, he's still spotted. Perfect. Gonna get some DCPs out of him and then try to get permafloods. I need to be a bit quicker on the farming front because my team is losing horribly. Nice, actually, we're up on ship, on one ship. But I mean, there's lots of full HP BB still in my mouth, so he's white lining into the torps. Insta fire after DCP again. No fire prevention, so I'm just gonna set him on a double fire. Okay, game lagged out again. This guy should be dead. Let's see where the Leon is. Okay, he's 8-5 away. Go into the cap anyways. He eats a torp, gets a flood. Yeah, perfect. Double fire flood, he's dead. I just ignore him. I can go in between those two people with my concealment and just torp the Leon. This guy really just burns down. Gets one shot by the Vlad. Whatever. I should have expected him to honestly turn out there. Oh, we are full HP, so let's just shoot a bit. Yeah, made him turn back in. Interesting. Insta-fire, by the way. Oh, he has HE loaded. That's a bit bad for me, but his dispersion is just shit. Junk. Yeah. I don't know, but like you should definitely double fire. You should definitely get this one here. I mean, for the price, it's a steal. Honestly, it's like an actual steal. This ship. Doesn't he have DCP? Interesting. Just trying to get some more superstructure hits in for a bit more damage. And then I'm gonna fuck off. Triple fire, actually. I mean, doesn't he have DCP? I guess not. There it is. Okay. Constellation is coming in. The thing is, though, I'm too healthy. Even if he raiders me, he's not gonna kill me. This guy magically shoots someone. I can... Oh, never mind, he's dead. We got the cap. We farmed out lots of BBs now, and now we can go in the installation open water because we're still on 14.8k HP. He has to shoot me like 3-4 times at least to get me even low. So here we go. Free farming time. He's a fire prevention enjoyer though, so this is gonna take like 10 years. Obviously you're blessed a wee bit here that you get the same kind of matchmaking, very little radars, very little up-tiered destroyers that could actually maybe fuck with me. But in general, like, sometimes or most of the times I actually enjoy playing against tier 10s with this ship. Because tier 10 BBs, you really get a lot of damage out for free because you can just burn them to the ground. It's quite disgusting. And I have torps again. This is like pretty crazy with the torpedo reload, not gonna lie. 168k. I guess a pretty good game. I had like 200k plus games in Cossack by just gun farming. It's definitely a thing. Not like that random to achieve this. Oh, but it's definitely a very good game for tier 8 DD. Oh, yeah, true. I forgot about torpedoes on this guy. He gets torps and radar. It's the gimmick machine. We dodge the torps. We can farming again. Oh, he has HE loaded now. Crazy. Maybe eats a torp and dies. Probably eats a torp and dies. Yeah, that torp looking hella on target, dude. Oh, 4 kills. Yeah, it's very comfy. I mean, there's probably not a more comfy destroyer than Cossack. The smokes and the concealment are just disgusting together. Hilarious. Like what? 8.6, 9.6, 9.5k dupes. It's a worthwhile DD for sure. it do be worthwhile. With my Superintendent and Cunningham proc, I have 8 smokes, so it's very unlikely I get through all of them. I mean, if there would be more people now to farm, by the way, 16 fires, just putting that out there. If there would be more people to farm now, I'd have still 3 smokes to get damage for free. Kind of cool. That guy is running like Hidden Menace or some shit. The fucking Nebraska is already up his ass and he's not spotted. And with speed boost you go 40 knots on this kind of destroyer. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's, by the way, definitely better than, overall definitely better than Kid, Terrible, Orkan and shit. Especially Orkan. Orkan isn't actually that strong, since you don't have the DPM, nor smokes or anything, or good or decent torpedoes. You just have just shitty torpedoes, everything. You're just like a DD fighter with your radar. But yeah, the ship here definitely better than lots of tier 8. Probably even better than most tier 9 destroyers, tech tree or non-tech tree. It could, like, I think Cossack could straight up be tier 9 and it would be fine. It would actually be an okayish destroyer for tier 9. And yeah, because it has this close range nature, people probably just suck in it turbo. I mean, you can see it, like, people enjoy Haaland and Shimmer with long range torpedoes, staying safe, because they just can't calculate or understand the gameplay, the closer gameplay in destroyers, where you fight for caps against other DDs, where you maybe radar cover, where carriers might spot you out at inopportune timings, where battleship might get a crazy shot. Like, there's lots of shit you have to watch out for in destroyers, and people are really bad at this, like close up. I mean, there's a reason behind the destroyer players inting like crazy 24/7 in World of Warships, and as said in the first game, I think it's the most worth premium ships to get, because there's an actual payoff. Like, if you understand, if you dig yourself into the gameplay, you can become some, like, let's say solo carry, like 70% win rate or something. Solo is easily possible with Cossack. There's no doubt about it. It's just that good. Going back to things like Kid or even Akizuki in Tech Tree or Terrible or Fantasque, they all have their limitations, like their limitations come earlier than Cossack. You don't have the conceal, you don't have permanently usable torps, you don't have the means of permanently smoking up to either disengage or start a fire at the right time. The thing with the smokes is also you can't only disengage and always smoke up against a DD or something, or against a carrier. You can also always smoke up. Like, you always have a smoke ready when there's a DCP in the enemy team being drawn. Like, someone hits a torp, someone gets a fire, the enemy DCPs, you can just smoke up and fuck him out. So, having this kind of fire chance and, like, DPM as well, and torps coupled with the ability to use it at the right time is just beyond me. But people are too stupid to make use of it, so whatever. As you can see, this is going to be some, yeah, 2.3 because battleship farming, I guess. Yeah, lots of nice battleship farming. Even if my team wouldn't have supported there, I mean, the Vlad fucked them up pretty well. Even if they wouldn't have supported, I think I would have definitely been able to get a lot of to get a lot more damage, or just kill them myself. I think I wanted to show something. No, I guess that's it. That's it for Cossack. Personally, that's a must-have. Just a steal for the money. And I guess I see you for the next premium ship video. It's not going to be a lot. It's going to be like 10, max 15, because if you look at all these premium ships that you have here, 20% of it is carriers, which I don't cover, and the rest is just useless trash most of the times, or most likely stuff you can't get. So yeah, but Cossack, I mean, I have both variants for some reason, because I got it from Black Friday container or some shit. But yeah, Cossack something you should get, and with that, I'm out, and see you for the next video.